3 o'clock again now. The minutes from the last minute meeting are the December 7th meeting. Page 3.
Move we approve.
Should it be in this order? Okay. Second? Second. Any questions or comments on the notes from the previous meeting? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Okay. Motion carries. We have the items for today. Ahmad will.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Chairman and committee members. First item is basically a ODOT project, and we are requesting $260,000 in the 2007 unlisted street funds for the share of the utility relocations on this interstate project. It's on I-40 at Hera-Neuala Road interchange. The ODOT 8-year construction plan shows that they are going to do the utilities and any right-of-way this fiscal year. They're indicating that the construction will take place this fiscal year, but again, it depends on the funding of ODOT, but that's what we have on their 8-year plan. And this is basically the city is obligated under the state law to provide the share of utility right-of-way costs for such as interstate highway to ODOT. So if I can accommodate any questions.
Motion to approve.
Any questions, comments?
Second.
Did we get a motion from Greg? Okay, thank you. And second was from, okay. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Nay. Thank you. Next item.
All right, item 3B. There's a combination of allocations that totals $396,000 from the 2000 GEO bond drainage interest and some listed drainage that is to be declared surplus to be used on drainage improvement DC 0289. This is the near Northwest 63rd Street and North Drexel Boulevard. This is where office complex and apartment buildings called Jamestown Park, Office Park. There has been history of flooding in this area, and the storm sewer system need some upgrading and relief in order to minimize the structural flooding that you see in here. And you see where the watermark was on that building. Basically, we are going to be upgrading the storm sewer under the street, adding inlets and infrastructure in order to relieve the storm sewer system and capture the water so it would minimize any flooding in this location. Any questions?
Questions, comments? I hear a motion? Sure.
I'm sure we have. Every time, there's an intense storm, this area doesn't have a good storm sewer system, so it gets flooded. And when it's intense, as you see, the water comes up very high.
Move we approve.
One question.
In the vicinity, well, there'd be inlets in the right-of-way area, and then also under the street, we are going to be adding another pipe, so it would be increasing the capacity of the storm. Yes, that is. It's just, well, it's the public street that we are upgrading. Yes, it's public, yes. But again, the off-site drainage, doesn't have relief, so all of it basically cannot get to the street, so we are relieving the water. Sure.
Had a motion, second. All those in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Carried, thank you. Next item.
All right, the next three items are in reference to the downtown library. First one is we are requesting $39,509 in the 2000 bond library interest funds to basically the skylight is leaking during the rainstorms, so we like to repair that part of the facility, water leakage from the roof and the skyline. Just want to mention that the cost to fix it is actually $76,000, and for your information, there's additional $36,491 from the capital improvement funds that are going to be added to this in order to make the repair. But from the bond portion, this is $39,509.
Questions or comments?
Well, the building was built in 2004, and there is a maintenance bond for 2 years, after that. So I need to consult with my colleagues, but I think in the 2 years period, there wasn't any issue comes up. But then, eventually there was the issue of leaking
I
rainwater.
think there was a lawsuit over this, but I don't remember the outcome, where I believe the city maybe sued the contractor. Is that right, Dennis?
That is accurate. We had problems with the building from the beginning. There was a lawsuit filed, and a specialist was hired to try to figure out what the issues were with the leakage. It was coming from 2 or 3 different places. All of that got resolved at one time. I don't know how the memo is written. If it says that this problem has persisted since the beginning, I'm not sure that that's accurate. I think what we're repairing is a new occurrence. There were issues from the beginning, but those were addressed and repaired. At one time, the building was sealed up.
Motion? Okay, second? Will you second it, Mark? Okay. All approving, aye? Aye. Any opposed, nay? Thank you. Carries.
Okay, item 3D also deals with the same Ronald Norick Library downtown, Park Avenue and Hudson Avenue. We are requesting $107,500 in 2000 GEO bond library entrance fund in order to fix the roof. And again, there has been, leaking in the roof, so we like to permanently fix the roof on this library. No, this is the entire amount for. Well, since the library interest money is available, we are using that for this purpose.
Question?
Second.
All approving, aye. Any opposed, nay. Carried. Thank you.
Okay, item E is also deals with the same library, and we have the water intrusion investigation for the windows at the downtown library. So we are requesting $116,000 in 2000 GEO bond library interest fund to investigate and repair permanently the water intrusion that is experienced at the library. Well, investigating the source of the problem, and also, it will be a project to investigate and repair the issues. Yes. Oh, okay. Well, there were estimates from the contractors that we got together for what it would take to fix it. Well, this is based on the staff's recommendation, but of course, when the contractor looks at it, it may be less, it may be more.
Questions or comments? Motion? Anyone? Okay. Second? Okay. Those approving, aye? Aye. Any opposed? Nay? Carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have this item, are you covering this for us?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
The bond executive summary report dated as of January 19, 2015. That should be 2016. So
Yeah.
always great to see that when you get to the meeting. The top left corner in section 1, activities today, GEO bond contract awards, month of January through the 19th are $2.6 million. Our year-to-date through that same date is $14.16 million. GEO bond expenditures, month of January, are $2.9 million, and the year-to-date is $25.6 million. Section 2, right side, 85% expenditure requirement report. The 2013 sale, we are at 77%. We are very close, and certainly expect by the date listed, April 29th, to have achieved that goal. Section 3, contract activity, advertised and expected to award. February, $3.9 million, March, $9 million. If you look at the 3-month advertisement outlook, our total overall advertising total is $34 million through March. So we have a lot of awards coming up. We expect to get back on track with our goals by the end of the year. Does anybody have any questions or comments for this report?
That's, you covered all you.
Yes. If they have any questions on
Okay.
page 2, they can review it. There's nothing else I need to highlight.
Okay. If we have no further questions, move on. Oh.
I would have to defer that question to Ahmad.
As you know, we haven't really bid that match project, but we had a resurfacing project that was bid about a couple of weeks ago, and we had some good prices for asphalt, so that's a good sign. So we're hoping, and we have a lot of resurfacing project coming up in the next month, so we're hoping that, the low oil prices will help us to, get a good bids.
Thank you,
sir.
Ahmad. New business? Anyone? Items from committee members? Any citizens to be heard? Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second? Okay. All approving? Aye. Any opposed? Nay. Thank you.